like different that you did this time that you're playing it?
I tried a couple different like voices, like selections, but it's basically all the same.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Except that, you remember when we were getting the harp back, and there's that coward one? Like, there's the 4 guards, and you have to get the key to get to the harp. We got the coward guy to give me the key.
Oh, okay, really? How did you get him to do that?
Threatened the fuck out of him.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny.
Basically. Nice. I threatened him, then I said I killed someone else, and I killed someone else, and then he just gave in. Like, here, cut the key.
Oh, sweet. That's cool that there's different dialogue options that actually have different effects. Okay.
I've still got the Lisa mission and the cook mission.
Oh, the one I did? Okay.
I still haven't done that mission yet on any of my characters.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my blind playthrough of Vampyr. So last off we left, we teamed up with Dr. Swansea. We're now at the docks. We met the nurse. And yeah, I'm absolutely loving the game so far. It's really good. So we're going to continue on. If you're new to the channel, leave a like, subscribe. If you're feeling extra generous, there's a link below to my PayPal. All donations are put towards the channel. So let's continue on. Okay.
I cannot enter.
I love his outfit. Oh my god. Very nice. Well, Sean Hampton. Dr. Swansea. Well, can I talk to them, I wonder?
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right now.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that!
What?
It's my turn!
Oh! Oh!
Rotten oppressive. Each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river. Dry it all.
Bastard gave me a good poke. Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Oh. Blood quality. The blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you'll get. Mesmerize. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerized level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. Press L1 to... I don't want to mesmerize them though. I don't... I don't want to kill anyone in this playthrough.
Fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Oh, this is cool. I don't want to though. No. Bring him over here. We're going to the hospital, dude. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Oh, it's not letting me go this way. I don't want to kill him. I don't want to kill him. Hold on. Maybe bring him back to the doctor? We're gonna do that. Doc, this guy needs medical attention, even though I'm a doctor. This is so cool though. That I'm literally just like controlling him. That's a cool like. Because I don't want to kill him. We are going to bring you to the doctor. I hope it lets me. I mean, it feels like I can. Hey, dude. Can you help this guy? Oh my god, really? Hello? This guy needs medical attention. What the fuck? Is it seriously gonna force me to kill him? That's not cool. Okay, I guess we gotta... Unless it gives me an option once I bring him in the shadows, but... If not, that kind of sucks that it forces me to do that. Hey, Joe. Sink your teeth in. Nah, this playthrough, I'm gonna try and be a good little vampire, and then the next playthrough I do, I'm just gonna fucking kill everyone. I don't want to kill him. Press X to embrace Clay Cox or to release him. Embracing Clay will provide a massive XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gained. Ooh. I'm gonna release him. Oh. I'm not gonna kill him.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Weren't you stabbed? Don't you need to...
What? What happened? Whoa, I feel giddy. Did I black out? Whoa, I feel giddy.
Joe Naughty trying to get me to feel bad. You're like the little devil on my shoulder. It's okay. I am tempted to kill everyone, but I wanted to have a good playthrough the first time, and then I'll do the bad playthrough the second time. And I'll just, again, slaughter everyone.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Okay, guy. Whatever you say. This guy's really hot. My character, Jonathan. I thought his name was going to be Jonathan Harker, and they were just going to do some twists on like the original Dracula, but... Oh, Dorothy. Oh. So I have a feeling I'm probably not going to be able to upgrade everything because I'm not going to get a lot of XP because I'm not going to be killing anyone, so... I do really like the music though. What is this? An apartment?
It's locked.
Can I open this? Thank you. So tomorrow we're going to continue on with this, and then when Yellow gets on, we're going to continue on with Jensen Impact. So stay tuned tomorrow for that. Join the ranks. Your king and your country need you. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front. Did I read this already? Oh, book. Oh, I want to go get a book. This is so cool. I wonder what I need. District status serious.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Hey, it's better than killing people.
This is despicable.
Oh. Level 14? I'm good. I have a feeling I shouldn't be over here, you guys. Just a feeling. This game makes me want to explore. Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm over here. This is so cool. What's this? Hideout? Hideout? So does that mean I can go back to other hideouts? Oh, there's a hideout over here. Wait, have I been there before? Oh, that's so cool though. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, level 16. I don't think I should be over here, you guys. I'm gonna head back. Just because these enemies are like crazy high leveled, so.
I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
Well, would you rather do that or suck on humans? Oh, healthy. Okay. Where was the entrance again? Ah, here. Yeah, it's really smooth. The running. Public notice. Prevent influenza. Spanish. 1. Cover each cough and sneeze with a handkerchief. 2. Walk to work. Do not spit. Drink from your own cup. Avoid crowds. If taken ill, go to bed and send for a doctor. To make a mask, take a piece of ordinary cheesecloth, 8 by 16 inches. Fold it to make it 8 by 8 inches. Next, fold this to make it 8 by 4 inches. The cord's about 10 inches long at each corner. Apply over mouth and nose as shown in the picture. Issued by the LLC Board of Health. That's so funny. Well, I mean, it's not funny, but it's so weird that this game's all about like an epidemic, and then there's like in real life
It's locked, all right.
an epidemic happening.
It's locked.
That's crazy.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Oh. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh fuck. I keep pressing X to dodge, but it's circle. Sorry guys, I gotta use these these controls. You've been defeated. You are. If you're not strong enough, remember that the blood of citizens is the fastest way to evolve. Yeah, I'm good. We're gonna go through the entire playthrough without killing one citizen. It's gonna be a challenge, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, I will do same. First playthrough will be Savior, and second be brutal, bloodthirsty Dracula. Yeah. Oh, I want to see you play this. Are you gonna stream it or like post a playthrough of it on your channel, Joe? I hope so, because I'll watch it. Yeah, I completely fucked up that battle. I was like pressing X to dodge and like, wait, that's not dodge. Silly, silly person. I wonder when it saved last. Ah, here, okay. Oh. I gotta get blood again though. Oh wait, let's go to the other side because that's where the thing was. Oh, did it save my other stuff though? The stuff I picked up? I wonder. Probably not. Okay, let me switch to the scythe. Oh. I parried that, did I not? I guess not. Oh, fuck me! Shit. I gotta practice the parry. Jesus. Okay. So that was a stronger vampire, or skull, or whatever you call it. Sean Hampton. Blood quality. Oh, he's inside. Who's that? That's the other nurse. And I don't know who that is. Okay. So I just made the hospital a little bit safer by getting rid of Rogue Skull. Don't turn around, don't turn around. Oh, there's a shit ton of them here. Oh fuck, there's a shit ton of them. What is that? Oh. He seems more vicious than the other one. Oh, what the Why is he all crazy? He's a lot more stronger than the other ones. That didn't even touch him, that little blood cloud I did. Unless he wasn't in it. But I mean, he was up against that lamppost, so he should have fucking got hit by it. Suffering is part of the immortal condition. The pain will never stop. That is true. Eventually I'll play it, no idea, but I'm excited to watch you tackle this. Ah, thank you, Joe. Yeah, it sucks about your TV. I still gotta get these controls down. I wonder if it's gonna save that I killed the other two, or if it's gonna start me right, like, from the beginning of it. We'll see. That one skull was a lot stronger. His eyes are all crazy and... Okay, so I've got full health. Yeah, my guy's hot. I really like his outfit. Okay, so it did save.
It's locked, all right.
Huh? No, it didn't save. So he's resistant against melee and ranged attacks. So I'll stun him. Okay. Okay. Oh. That's cool that I can... What's the point of being up here, though? Okay. At least I don't take any fall damage. This isn't Dark Souls, where you fall 2 feet and die. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, I can target people. Oh, why didn't that hit? Okay, so he's level 6. He's only level... Oh, a dazzled skull. So he's only resistant against the blood. What's in here? Let's see what's in here first. There's absolutely nothing in this room. Okay. Let me, So shadow. Okay, What? Okay. Lead plate. Anyone else in here? Shotgun shell bullet. Oh, nice.
It's locked.
This is pretty cool, guys. Okay, let's go actually continue on with this story.
I cannot enter.
I really like this jacket. Oh. Small bag of junk and a screw. Nice. Okay. Hello, sir.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir.
Rakesh.
Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana.
Oh, Rakesh, sorry.
Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana.
Chadana.
Broker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean? You used to be a doctor. Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Oh, okay, so this is a shop. That's so cool. Oh, fuck.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
I wish I had an accent, you guys. I love their accents.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Milton Hooks.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Okay.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Oh.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Interesting.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Strong analgesic, so pain reliever and anti-tussive drug often used to. Oh. How much money do I have? Opium. With the rise of the epidemic and the rampant shortage of legal medications, London's anesthetic properties have recently ignited. Oh, yes. Buy one. Oh, it says up top on there. Okay, so I've got... Thank you. Your city needs you. Every life saved by efficient medical aid is a blow struck at the heart of the flu epidemic. Volunteers make the difference. Oh, I've already read this.
It's locked, all right.
Oh.
It's locked, all right.
Crumpled letter. Dear love, I finally found the missing money for the fee asked by the ambulance driver to bring you to the hospital. Don't worry about nothing now except getting better, for it took care of everything. I asked some of our neighbors, and they told me that this Mr. Hooks is something of an honest crook. He may ask for extra money in exchange for a bed, but the bed is then guaranteed. I'm sorry I refused to pay first, and I realize now that the important thing is that you get better soon. The Pembroke Hospital is a good place, I heard, despite the bad behavior of this Milton Hooks. I promise you that everything is okay now. I'll see you in your clean bed as soon as possible. With fondest love, Nikolai. Well, sorry to tell you, Nikolai. 5 shillings. In the name of mercy, they depend on you. Nurses are needed now. Inquire at the nearest Labor and National.
I cannot enter.
Unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
What? Oh.
It's locked.
Wait! You!
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Okay, so nothing there. Nothing there, okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana. I cannot enter.
Come on, dude, just teleport.
I'm sorry that these sad and faded walls are all I have to offer as a final resting place. This is a poor hospital, you know.
He's talking to the corpses. That's kind of cute. Oh! What? What did I do? Why is it loading? Did I break the game?
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Oh, I can't even mesmerize him. Not that I would want to.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Okay. Well, I can't go in there. Where was the entrance? Must have been over here.
It's locked, all right.
Oh, hello.
Come on, I don't have all night.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
He kind of looks like Basil Rathbone, if anyone knows who that is.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Got a little bit of a crush on her, huh?
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Oh, he does. Don't worry.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are
oops.
not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Oh, you took a bath? Nice. Yeah, I like all the characters in this so far. Oh. Oh.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Thank you, Dr. Tippett. Hello. Oh.
Come on, I don't have all night.
She talking to me? Girl, let me explore.
Doctor, it's freezing.
Who are you?
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Oh, I like her accent.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Dr. Swansea asked me to collect you, Dr. Reed. Hurry up.
You can wait a whole second or more. I want to find stuff. And I want to explore. Oh, garbage. Oh. She's so impatient. Stay-at-home influenza, frequently complicated with pneumonia. To prevent any case of Spanish flu, stay at home. Sorry guys, I just kind of want to explore this area first, just cause, yeah. I wish the Vampyr sense let me see like collectibles. Oh. This one's here. Fuck.
I have this thirst for blood.
So he's level 9 and level 10. I think I'm gonna avoid them for now. I don't want to die. Oh. I love that so much.
It's locked.
Wait, what? Oh, I can't access it yet. That sucks.
It's locked, all right.
Okay, well, let's head back. There are like a lot more stronger than me, and I don't want to die again. So let's head back. Oh, let's talk to Tippett. She's so rude. Oh God, loading. Again. That's just the, Where did he go? Dr. Tippett? There he is.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
I do have a personal question. Oh, or not.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
That's why I told you. I was like, oh no, I don't want to get her in trouble.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Hold on, girl. Ah, damn it.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
Oh.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Never mind.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
I don't know why I did that. Okay, what was this? Due to the influenza, this hospital can no longer take any patients. Hospital full. Please go back home. Well, that sucks. Oh, hello. Who are you? Is this Hook?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
Wow.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
I like him.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped from the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Ah. Local investigations. A new citizen investigation is available. Press to open the local... Ah, okay, I think I already did it, but I'll check anyways. Oh. Citizen investigations. Citizen investigations are displayed here, categorized by districts. You can start a new citizen quest by tracking it with square, then access it to your map to locate the area to explore. Oh.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Shit. Okay, so tiny common handle. I don't even have. I have 22 shillings. Fuck! That's a lot of money I don't have. I won't even buy the stuffer because oh, I can sell stuff. I should be good.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Oh god, there's a lot of people in here. Oh, that's tidbits. Oh, it would suck having to be outside.
Still standing after this epidemic. There's good reason to be proud.
Being sick and then having to sleep outside because the hospital's full. That would suck. Enter the backyard garden. Let's do that. Oh, excuse me. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've already done this, but we'll do it again. This was locked before. Oh. Oh, it's the hospital. Okay. Hold on. I was curious as to why it was open now. Is this one open? No, that's still locked. Photography of a smiling and loving couple with a few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever. Aw, that's a cute picture. Bring the wallet back to its owner. I wonder if I did the dodge in front of people, it's like, where did he go? Oh, there he is.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Wow, it's so...
Tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
Very damaging? What does that even mean?
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Medical checkup?
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
Oh, that's so cool.
Goodbye, Milton.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, now I gotta do it with everyone. I just noticed that. You, Tibbets! Come here.
Good evening.
Go get some sleep.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on, don't be ridiculous, dear colleague.
Oh. Well. Hold on, I wonder if I do...
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No, we must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
Oh.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Of course you will, because you love her. You want to hold her. Okay, so that's kind of cool that it actually keeps the option that you picked already. Okay, let's check on the other people, see if they need any medical assistance. Where the fuck are they? There's Hooks. Tibbets. Okay, apparently they're not even outside now. What was this? City... oh.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Hey you, Brannigan, or whatever your name is.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
Oh,
I don't
Pippa.
think we've been introduced yet.
Never mind.
My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised
Oh,
what
shit.
dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter. I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
I actually totally didn't even realize I should have picked it. I didn't even look at the other options. I thought those were just like options, not an actual choice. I didn't even see what the bottom one was. That sucks. God damn it.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Okay.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins, but are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke, but we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay, so there is a lot of dialogue in this game. I don't mind. It's very interesting. So. Oh. I didn't even ask her if she needed any medical attention.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit.
Didn't I already ask this question?
Tired of all those corpses piling
I did.
up. She's as depressed as I am.
Why was that highlighted then? That's so weird.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Goodbye, Milton.
Okay. What's this?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Okay.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
You're trying too hard.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Ooh, this guy's got a nice voice. There's so many people here I can talk to. Oh my goodness.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss.
Hi, Nation.
I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here.
What?
Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all.
He likes the attention.
While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
I could mesmerize him, but I'm not gonna.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
Oh, there's the guy.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Horcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Wet Boot Boys? What the fuck?
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Dooth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
He can't be a priest, he's not wearing a collar.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Yeah, he's not wearing the collar, dude.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Hmm?
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest, and then I can go back to the people who need me.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
It's locked.
I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
I think there was something else about her.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr.
Oh,
Reed.
right.
Blood is the only drug I need.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Okay. Is that... Oh. God, there's so many people here I can speak with.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your
Ackroyd?
arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Oof.
Do you need my assistance?
Not at all. I'm sure that you are used to gaining people's trust with your impressive skills. Well, it will not be the case with me.
Bitch, you're just jealous because I'm hot, and you're not.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Ooh, he's jealous.
There is no need
for
such
shit!
animosity
I did it again!
between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Crap. I gotta pay attention to when there's like actual important dialogue choices I gotta make, because I just thought that was just another option, so. Oh well.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon, and it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative, it is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Oh, Dorothy, never mind.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Never mind. There's so many people here. Jesus. Okay.
It's locked already.
That was rude. Hi.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wood and nails, not flesh and bones.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Oh, it's letting me in now.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
I have other concerns right now, Doctor. But I'm fine, thank you.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Hello? Hello? It's not letting me pick it. Oh, I don't have it. Oh, I don't have any. I'm sorry.
I will see you later.
Ah, sorry, dude.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna... I really want to talk to him though, but I don't want to like put him in pain.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured, you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
That is interesting. Very overbearing, but...
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
Good evening, sir. Doctor. I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
I wish I had some stuff to give him.
How long must I wait, damn it? Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir. How long's it going to take to fix me properly? A month? A year? You have the right to disapprove of our methods, and you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me, Dr. Reed. I am here to assist you, not to be a burden.
Aww.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Huh, that's what I said.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Cool.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oh, that's not your fault.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea.
I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Ellen didn't bring them with her that night.
So you never got her body?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen.
Helen.
As for me...
So we need... where is... Ah, there she is. Oh, what's this?
With you at our side, Dr. Reed, I know that Pembroke will prevail and survive this epidemic.
Do not cough in public. Prevent disease. Careless spitting, sneezing, coughing, spread influenza. Spread by droplets sprayed from the nose and throat. Do not cough in public. Wow, this is like crazy. Oh.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Okay, personal questions? Yes.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Of course
yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Hold on. Ah, sorry.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
How can you be affected by the misery around you, and be so heartless at the same time? Which is the real you, Nurse Hawkins?
I could ask you the same question, Dr. Reed. Are you more real when you lie to a dying patient, or when you grant him useless medication?
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Long letter. Birmingham, 27th of October. Hello, sis. How are things in the big city? Here in Brum, things are not so good. It seems the flu is here again, and we have many new cases of infection in the neighborhood. Do you remember Miss Shelter, the old drinking hag from the 3rd floor? She passed away 2 days ago, and her flat is already occupied again. Geez, you would have to pay me a huge amount of money to go sleep in the bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. Sorry I did not take time to quickly answer your last letter. Between taking care of little Paul, Mom, Dad, and my job at the factory, I rarely find time to write to my favorite sister. By the way, my son says hello to his auntie Pippa. You should see the little bugger. Already driving me mad, and Mom says you bring back some of those marvelous cakes the next time you come back home. In your last letter, you told me you thought about quitting your job at the Pembroke Hospital. I have to tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There are always jobs at the factory, but wages are shit, and it's as boring as a day without a shag. Oh, I have a new fiancé, and no, I'm no slut. You moral bitch, you. So if you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting the dead every morning, maybe you better stay in London and join the band you told me about. The Guard or Priven, something like that? Never heard of them, but if they are, like you said, some sort of civil militia trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. Just be sure to let the others go in front. That's how my poor Billy got killed in France, by leading too many patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, come back as soon as you can and give me all the good news before that. I am your affectionate sister, Lucy, Paul, Mom, and Dad.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
3,000 XP. Oh my god, you guys. I could suck this chick dry and get all that XP, but I'm not going to. As tempting as it is, I'm going to do the good playthrough this time. And try and avoid killing anyone. Oh, is that something? No. Okay. Let's see, let's see. So... oh, what was this? In the name of mercy, they depend on you. Nurses are needed now. Inquire at the nearest appointments office of the Ministry of Labour and National Service or write to 15 Kingsway, London. Oh, this is with the other room. Okay, yeah, I've been in here. Okay, so I think I got everyone. I think. So this guy needs meds. What was it that he needed? Excuse me.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
So he needs cure with... I don't know what that is. Shit. Okay.
I will see you later. I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Okay, let's see if I can get some of that med from the guy in the back. I think he only sold...
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
God, I'm tall. Oh.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see the city is crumbling down? Today people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow we may be fighting for food.
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it safe?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
I don't think he sells... Yeah, he doesn't sell meds, so he just sells, like, ammo and stuff. So we're gonna go over to this guy and see if we can get what Mortimer needs.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Okay, you got something? What is this? This is opium. Ease pain and coughing. This item could be recycled into components? Like, what? Okay, so he doesn't sell it. He doesn't have what I need, which kind of sucks. Okay, so... Oh, shit. That kind of sucks. Oh, what's this? Due to the influenza, this hospital can no longer... Oh. I've already done that. I don't see anything else. Backward. Okay, so we're gonna go to the office for now. Oh, is that him? Let's see if I have anything for him.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
Do I not have anything? Oh, I guess not. Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. A daily routine.
Let's go upstairs. Second floor. So I think we've met most people.
It's locked.
So I'm gonna see if there's anything.
Not now.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I got a hacksaw, nice. What's this? T. Elwood's medical file. T. Elwood's medical file. Patient Thomas Elwood, male, 28, followed by Dr. Tibbetts. Status, convalescence. Date of admission September 16th. Date of release to be determined. The patient's face has been heavily burnt and disfigured by a bomb during the war, even with the use of the strongest sedatives. He affirms to regularly endure severe pain from the wounds, as if the flames are still burning under the skin, he says. Examinations of the cicatrized, sorry, I'm probably saying that completely wrong, tissues show no trace of inflammation, infection, or swelling. Scars are clean. Could it be a case of persisting nerve damage? Probably. The patient never ceases to blame himself for his disfiguration. Could it be a case of guilt of the survivor? Phantom pain manifesting as a punishment for not dying with his comrades. That would suck, though. That's my office here, but what's in here? Oh.
It's locked.
Okay.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
So I'm quickly just going to look around, grab some stuff. Oh. Article on econs. It is a rare opportunity and almost a privilege to approach a vampire, to observe their most intriguing physical and psychological traits with a scientific and rational eye. Here are some of the most fascinating abilities I've personally observed over the last 10 years while interviewing a few vampires, or econ, as they prefer to call themselves. Supernatural speed. A vampire can act and move like a mortal in all his actions, but the trained-eyed will spot that they have the keenest senses and can react quicker than any mortal. On a few occasions, alarm, surprise, necessity to flee, sorry, I can't talk right now. I have seen a vampire move so quickly it is almost as if he had vanished just to reappear somewhere else. The human eye cannot follow their movements when they act so quickly, but it is not a teleport or dematerialization. It is only a supernatural speed. For me, it is a cat-like attribute, which allows them to run, dodge, and jump longer and faster than us. I also notice that such speed seems to exhaust them, and they are bound to physical limitations. Mesmerism. One of the most powerful abilities a vampire can deploy is the capacity to force a mortal to obey them. I call this trait mesmerism, but it has nothing to do with a mortal ability to alter a subject's mental state. A vampire can bend a mortal to their will, and they can even break a mind. A vampire I interviewed even told me the more a subject tries to resist, the more permanent the damage will be, as if the vampire could literally fracture their target's psyche. The same vampire explained to me that this ability required time to master, and that the result could vary widely from one subject to another. Implant a false memory, erase a painful one, the possibilities are endless and frightening. Blood awareness. This may be the most catastrophic ability of all concerning vampires, since it is the cause of so many tragedies for them and us. Vampires crave for blood. They must use their will to restrain themselves from their frenziedly drinking every drop of blood they can see. They need blood to function and to express their full supernatural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak, even if he cannot die of hunger or thirst. This urge, this need for blood, may explain why a vampire is so aroused by it. A vampire confessed to me that blood could sometimes blind him, since its smell and attractiveness can be so strong. When he focuses, a vampire can almost see blood all around them, inside warm bodies, through walls, what the hell? Through walls on a supposedly clean weapon, etc. The same vampire even told me that he can see if a mortal has clean blood or is ill, and that in some cases he can even sense diseases, infected clothes, or even items in a room. If this is true, it could have so many medical applications, it almost beggars belief. Sorry, my throat's like dry, so... Oh,
the flower's dying. It needs water.
Let me water him then. Do I have water somewhere? What's this? Crafting. Ah. Do I have enough for this? I need a ferrous tartrate, sodium hypochlorite. Oh, I don't have enough for it. God damn it. Okay. Damn. Analyze William Bishop's blood at the workbench. Okay, so you guys, I am going to end the stream here. I will continue with more Vampyr tomorrow. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Sorry this stream was just all like talking and not a lot of action, but I really wanted to get the backstory and all the characters in the hospital and all that. So we'll continue with more action, and we'll do some side quests next stream. But for now, yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with more Vampyr. We'll also continue on with some Jensen Impact as well. So, but yeah, no problem, Joe. Thanks for joining me and everyone else in the stream. Bye.
Hey.